Hey everybody! Neymar is asking to join Barcelona, Liverpool could hijack Barca's transfer target, and Manchester United could complete a truly amazing deal. Guys, write in the comments down below what moves you would want to see to happen before the end of the transfer window, and let's get the show on the pitch. Al Nassr have reached an agreement with PSG over the transfer of Milan Skriniar. The deal now depends on the player's decision. Flamengo have signed Alexandro, who has been representing Juventus for 9 years now. The footballer joined the Big Mango as a free agent with his contract running until December 31st, 2026. Kim Kardashian met with Real Madrid president Florentino Perez, while her son Saint walked out with Vinicius on the pitch at the Real Madrid vs Valladolid game. Sydney FC have recruited former Juventus and Bayern Munich star Douglas Costa. The player joined the Sky Blues as a free agent, since the 33-year-old Brazilian terminated his contract with the Fluminense back in July. Victor Osimhen does not want to move to Al Ahly yet. The striker intends to stay in Europe. Instead, he's considering offers from PSG and Chelsea. In 9 out of 10 games, if you get equal chances to your opponent, it's likely that Liverpool will win, Arne Slot claimed. Conor Gallagher has something you can't buy anywhere: passion, pace, rhythm. He can play as a double pivot, on the wing, attacking midfielder, and also as a second striker, Diego Simeone said. Chelsea have unveiled their new 2024-25 third kit that has been inspired by the 1970s punk rock movement. Playing for Real Madrid at the Bernabeu was a dream come true, Kylian Mbappe shared. Manchester City have considered the move to sign Copenhagen striker Ori Oskarsson. The citizens see the 19-year-old Icelander as a backup to Erling Haaland. Whatever happens in the future, Anfield has a special place in my heart, Virgil van Dijk stated. Barcelona and Real Betis have reached an agreement on the terms of Vitor Roque's loan. It'll be valid until June 30th, 2025, with an option to extend for a further season. The Andalusian's team will cover the footballer's salary and reserve the right to buy him. Atletico Madrid have signed Clement Lenglet from Barcelona on a season-long loan with no option nor obligation to buy. RB Leipzig have acquired Atletico Madrid central midfielder Arthur Vermeeren on a loan deal with buy option clause to become mandatory depending on the number of appearances. Manchester United central midfielder Hannibal Mejbri will make a move to Burnley. It'll be a permanent transfer instead of the previously discussed loan deal. Southampton central midfielder Carlos Alcaraz will undergo a medical on Wednesday, August 28th, as a new player of Flamengo. Former England head coach Sven-Göran Eriksson has died at the age of 76. It should be noted that in January, the Swedish manager revealed that he had terminal cancer and that he had at best a year left to live. I feel lucky because of the squad, because of the players. I don't feel lucky because the club didn't ask me to win the Premier League or secure a Champions League spot, Enzo Maresca said. James Rodriguez has joined Rayo Vallecano. The footballer joined the Red Sachets as a free agent, with a contract being valid for 1 season with an option to extend it for a further year. Porto's Francisco Conceição has successfully passed all medical tests as a new Juventus performer. The 21-year-old winger joins the Bianconeri on loan with no option or obligation to buy, while Porto will receive €7 million plus €3 million in bonuses. The defense is and remains FC Bayern's Achilles heel. Matthijs de Ligt was sold, even though he was not the most stable player over the last 2 years, Lothar Matthäus claims. Borussia Dortmund forward Youssoufa Moukoko will join OGC Nice. The clubs have reached an agreement regarding a loan deal with an option to make it permanent afterwards, which will cost the Eagles more than €12 million. Newcastle United could still secure the services of Burnley goalkeeper James Trafford, but they would need to offload either Odysseas Vlachodimos or Martin Dubravka, or both. Arsenal forward Eddie Nketiah, 25-year-old, has agreed to switch to Crystal Palace. All the main details of the agreement have been settled, including the salary. Atalanta have announced the signing of Inter's right winger Juan Cuadrado. The 36-year-old Colombian penned a 1-year contract. He joined the Goddess as a free agent. Marcos Alonso joins Celta Vigo from Barcelona. The 33-year-old defender will come to the club as a free agent. Celtic central midfielder Matt O'Reilly has been recruited by Brighton and Hove Albion. The contract will last for 5 years. According to Sky Sports, the Seagulls are expected to pay £26 million for the player, plus another $4 million in bonuses. Yacine Adli will leave AC Milan. Olympique Marseille and Fiorentina are in the race for the central midfielder's signature, Calciomercato reports. Guys, it's time to leave a like to this video if you appreciate our work. Thank you! Let's have a look at the results of yesterday's match day. Among yesterday's clashes, we are gonna highlight Juventus' 3-0 triumph over Verona. This marks the second consecutive victory for Thiago Motta's side, with Vlahovic and Savona being responsible for goals. By the way, Dusan bagged the brace. Alright, we are moving on to other main news of the release. Chelsea's Raheem Sterling is set to leave the London club before the transfer window shuts. This week, the Blues will offer the 29-year-old Englishman some potential options for his further career. In fact, Raheem is open to a switch to Manchester United if the Mancunians show specific interest. As of this moment, the winger is not in talks with any of the club. Barcelona are unable to lend Juventus winger Federico Chiesa due to FFP rules. The Spanish giants have not been able to find enough funds to cover the wage bill, just like in the case of Dani Olmo, who has already missed the Catalan's second match in a row. Barcelona could have bought the 26-year-old Chiesa for €12 million plus the Italian salary, but they couldn't find that kind of money. Rafinha, Ferran Torres and Ansu Fati are the ones who could operate in Federico's position. Besides, Barcelona's new player, Pau Victor, who usually takes the role of a centre-forward, could be put on the left wing. Thus, the Blaugrana decided to abandon the deal. Fabrizio Romano also confirmed the info about the impossibility of Chiesa's arrival. Liverpool have taken first steps towards completing the signing of Juventus' Federico Chiesa. It stated that the Reds are considering to make a move for the Italian in the last days of the summer transfer window. The player himself would prefer to perform in the Premier League. Juventus are open to sell him since the new head coach Thiago Motta is not interested in him. We find it important to recall that Barcelona are also in the competition for the winger. Valencia goalkeeper Georgi Mamardashvili will move to Liverpool. It's noted that he will join the England team in July 2025. The transfer fee is valued at €30 million plus €5 million in the form of easily achievable bonuses. The contract will be running for 6 years. Among other things, the Bats will also receive 10% of the player's future sale. Barcelona are considering the possibility of signing Bayer Leverkusen centre-back Jonathan Tah. The Catalans are planning to get the deal done before the August 30th deadline, with first talks have already taken place. The 28-year-old German has no intention to renew his contract with Bayer, which expires in 2025, while his departure to Bayern is still not sealed. Al Hilal have reached a verbal agreement with Manchester City over the signing of fullback João Cancelo. The clubs have concluded a transfer fee around €25 million, with the further fate of the deal depending on Cancelo himself. Al Hilal are offering the 30-year-old Portuguese a net salary of €15 million. Al Hilal left winger Neymar wanted to make his return to Barcelona this summer, according to Gerard Romero. As said by the source, in August, the 32-year-old Brazilian offered his services to the Catalan club, but the team's head coach Hans-Dieter Flick rejected his candidacy. However, Neymar's camp denies such reports, Fabrizio Romano informs. Barcelona have finally managed to register star signing Dani Olmo 2 weeks after signing from RB Leipzig for €55 million plus €7 million in variables. He has had to sit out the first 2 games of the season against Valencia and Athletic Club, as the Blaugrana could not fit him into their salary limit. They have not been able to do that, but they have found a way to register Olmo. The 26-year-old is set to be available for their next match on Tuesday night against Rayo Vallecano at Vallecas. Relevas say La Liga have accepted Barcelona registering Olmo as an emergency injury signing to compensate for Andreas Christensen's absence. Despite the Danish defender initially only being rolled out for 1 month, Barcelona have medical reports saying that he will miss as much as 4 months through his Achilles tendon problem, an issue he has suffered from before. Olmo can be registered using 80% of Christensen's salary space towards that end, and the Danish defender will be permitted to play as well. However, Barcelona must find the space to register Olmo in their salary limit by the January transfer window, or they will have to unregister the Terrassa native. As clubs cannot register players twice, Olmo would not be allowed to play for the rest of the season. Folks, visit our Inside Football channel and check out the video about Hansi Flick's new terrific Barcelona team. Have a great time watching!